All right, welcome to the show again this evening. My name is James, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Droplets. Tonight, we'll be looking at a topic that is very sensitive and a topic that is very much interesting when we talk about marriage. Tonight, I want us to sit back and enjoy this show because it comes with a lot of information that's going to help us seriously in our marriage. And tonight, the topic we'll be looking at is about 10 things we need to know about sex in marriages. This is very, very important. Um, I want to believe that this topic will really help a lot of us, especially those of us who are married. And for those of us who are not married, it's going to be like you getting an information before you actually enter into marriage. So I want to really, really pay very good attention to everything that we're going to talk about this evening. But before we continue, let's get the intro. All right, welcome back to the show. Again, this evening we'll be looking at a topic that talks about 10 things about sex in marriage. Again, we all know that sex is one of the things that we all look forward to when we are getting married. And one fact about sex is that God created sex Himself, and He created this sex for those who are married. He did not create sex for those who are not married, He created it for those who are actually married. So, if you're married, welcome to this show. And if you are not married, I also welcome you to this show because it's going to be like you getting an information before you actually enter into marriage. So if you have friends that you think this topic is very much useful to, if you have neighbors, colleagues, please send the link to them. Let them also join this show so that they also can be informed and get the right information according to what the Lord wants for us. Okay, so sex. Yeah, sex is something that many of us find it difficult to talk about. Even amongst husbands and wife, many people find it very, very difficult. In fact, some people feel it's inappropriate to actually talk and discuss sex, even amongst two people who are actually married. And is this true actually? I personally think it's not true because sex is something that should be discussed between two married people. If you're not married and you're heading towards marriage, you're in a relationship heading towards marriage, you should also talk about sex when you get married. You and your partner need to discuss about sex, saying that when you get married, this and this are the things um, that you want about sex. You understand? And you see, there's this couple who were at the verge or on the verge of actually divorcing. They were already processing the papers, they were already doing all they want to do to ensure that they separate. But before they could finalize it, before they could come to the finalization of documents and then heading to court and then getting divorced legally, somebody advised them to try sex for 30 days continuously, as in every day they continue to have sex. So these two people agreed and they started the 30-day sex challenge. Is that not interesting? To me, it's very, very interesting. It may sound ridiculous to some of you, but it's very interesting because after the 30 days, these two people were actually very, very much in love with each other. This is what sex can do in marriages. Okay, when you take sex out, marriages may actually head for the rock, which is not what we want. So before we go into too much talk, let's get into what we have today. Like I said, we're going to be looking at 10 things you should know. Of course, there are so many things you should know about sex, but I want to just pick these 10 amongst them to talk to us about it. Maybe in um, other episodes, we could then, talk more about it, but sex should be spoken about in marriages. The first thing we'll be looking at is it should be frequent. It should be frequent. Do you agree with me? I know many of you would agree that sex should be frequent. Sex shouldn't be once in a month, it shouldn't be twice in a month either. Sex should be something that is very frequent between couples. Couples that are at peace with themselves, you know, end up having sex more frequently than couples who are making trouble, or who are experiencing problems in their marriages. Okay, very important that you make sex a regular thing in your marriage. A regular thing in your marriage. Don't just make it once in a blue moon. Don't make it, once in a month or something. Healthy couples make sex a priority. All right. It's something that you should know that in your marriage, sex should be a priority. If you're not married, tell your partner whom you're going to get married to that sex is a priority. And some of us may feel, why should sex be a priority? It's very important that you make sex a priority, because when your partner is not satisfied in this area of life, in the sex life, it can cause a whole number of things like you want to talk about your partner, you know, having someone else out there who is satisfying him or her. Please make sex a priority in your marriage. That's the first thing I'm telling us right now. Make sex a priority in your marriage. Don't make it something that is not important at all in your marriage. Okay, so we'll be looking at the second point right now. Stress relief. Stress relief. You see, for men, sex is sometimes used to relieve stress. I mean, for men, sex, for most men, let me say most men, maybe not all, sex is used to relieve stress from them. You understand? While for most women, it's different. When a woman is stressed, the woman doesn't want sex. But it's opposite for a man. You know, a man and a woman, they are both wired differently. A man is wired differently, a woman is wired differently, and that makes this thing a bit confusing, but it's the fact. And you as the man must understand this, that when your wife is stressed, she may not want to have sex. You should get that understanding. And you as the woman understand that sometimes when your husband is stressed, one of the ways to relieve the stress is through sex. Having this understanding by both of you helps you to um, enjoy sex much better and know when to have it and when to allow the other person to, probably rest. I move to the third one very quickly. Foreplay. Now, you may want to ask, what is foreplay actually? Foreplay is what happens before sex itself. And this is very, very important. It's important that there should be foreplay before sex. Now, foreplay, you must understand that it's an all-day event. All-day event, and I mean it when I say all-day event, many of us married couples that have many married couples that have come across, uh, I found out that they don't even do foreplay. A lady called me some years back, and she was really bittered and really feeling so bad that when her husband comes home, or they want to have sex, he just jumps on her and wants to go ahead and just have the sex and get out. And the moment she allows this to happen, and after the husband has achieved orgasm, and that's it. She doesn't achieve orgasm. She doesn't enjoy the sex because there's nothing that puts her in the mood. And that's why I say foreplay is an all-day event. You know, and there are so many things you can do when I talk about foreplay being an all-day event. You could do a whole number of creative things. You send your spouse, if it's a lady, I mean, if you're a guy, you could send your spouse flowers, when you guys are together, maybe you see yourself during the day before you get back home at night when you want to have sex. Be very affectionate. Say words that will put your partner in the mood. Say those things that will help your partner get in the mood easily. Throughout the entire day, send your partner some text messages that will get your partner in the mood, that will help your partner's brain, the wiring of your partner to get in that mood ready for sex. Don't just get home after a bad day, you didn't even call your partner, you guys did not even communicate, and you just get home and you just want to have sex like that. That is not good. You're not going to enjoy your sex life if you do that. If you're doing that, you're not going to enjoy your sex life at all. So, foreplay is an all day event. Make it creative, make it enticing, make it very romantic as possible. As possible. God created sex for us to enjoy it. It's not just for, you know, childbearing alone. You should enjoy sex as well. So let's have that at the back of our mind. I'll move quickly to the fourth one, which says chore play. Number three was foreplay. Number four is chore play. Now, this will, I'm going to address the guys more in this, as in the husbands more on this. Find out that many men, that sounds somehow actually, many men. Yeah, we found out that so many men, okay, I think I'm going to try not to say that again, but we find out that so many husbands, that sounds better, don't involve themselves in house chores. One of the ways to tell your wife or put your wife in the mood is to help your wife in doing the house chores. I can tell you for a fact, ask any woman, that actually puts them in the mood for sex, which means they let their guard down because they see that you're doing things that ordinarily you may not do and you're assisting them. In other words, chore play is about assisting your wife around the house. Wash the dishes, dry the clothes, take care of the kids, clean the house, sweep, and do all the stuff like that around the house. Your wife is really going to appreciate you a lot. And one of the ways she may want to actually reward you is sex. So you see, chore play is also very, very important. Don't leave it all for the woman. Try and assist the woman in the house chores. So I move quickly to the fifth one. The fifth one talks about sexual baggage. Sexual baggage. Most of us find it difficult to talk about our discomfort in sex, or during sex. It is important that you talk to your partner about this sexual baggage. In other words, what are those things you don't like during sex with your partner? It may be the position, it may be a number of things. It's good that you discuss this with your partner so that your partner knows what not to do during sex. Don't hold it up within you, because when you hold it up within you, you're not going to enjoy sex at all. So you need to inform your partner, this is what I enjoy more, this is what I don't enjoy. Don't keep sexual baggage in your heart. Ensure you talk to your partner about what you enjoy in sex and what you don't enjoy in sex. We are different and we are kind of wired differently. What woman A may enjoy may not be what woman B will enjoy. So communicate it. What a man A will enjoy may not be what a man B will enjoy. So it may not be the same for everybody. So communicate what you don't like during sex. Tell your partner what you like during sex. Tell your partner, like, it's like discussing what turns you on, what gets you on, you know, during sex. And this is really going to help both of you to enjoy sex more and then bring both of you together much more. And in other words, creating more peace in the home. We're going to number 6 very quickly. Mental monogamous. Mental monogamous. What is mental monogamous? There's mental polygamous, all right? And I'm going to use monogamy marriage and polygamy marriage to explain what I mean here. In polygamy marriage, a man can marry more than one wife, and in a monogamy marriage, a man marries just one wife. Now, mental monogamous talks about your thinking about sex, your desires about sex, your subconsciousness about sex should surround the woman you are married to. It should not be surrounding someone else out there. It should not be about a lady you saw some minutes ago or something. Your woman in the house, your husband in the house, your wife in the house should be what turns you on. Your wife in the house should be what puts you in that mood. Your wife in the house should be the person you really want to have sex with and not with somebody else. So mental monogamous happens in your head. You think about it, the images you're forming. You don't form the image of another woman naked in your mind. Form the image of your wife naked in your mind. Don't form the image of another man naked in your mind, but form the image of your husband naked in your mind. All these thoughts that comes in your mind, sexual thoughts and all that, should be surrounding the person you are married to, not the person you are not married to. All right. So this is what I call mental monogamous. Yeah, you must be mentally monogamous. Let me put it that way. Don't be mentally polygamous. Yes, don't be mentally polygamous. That's not good. That's not the vow you took with your wife at the altar. So I encourage all men be mentally monogamous. All women be mentally monogamous. You're not married, you're still single, you're in a relationship, you're heading towards marriage. Please understand this, that is very important, that you be mentally monogamous. And you see, you can help your partner to be mentally monogamous by being clean, dressing well, being neat, looking good in the house. Don't just look shabby, don't look so unkept in the house. Look good, look clean, take good care of yourself. Your partner will eventually, think about you more and more and more, thereby your sexual life improving much better. Number 7, better sex starts with other things outside the bedroom. Better sex, good sex, wonderful sex starts with other things outside the bedroom. Take, for example, you've had a bad day with your partner, with your spouse, and you think you're just going to get home and jump on your spouse and start having sex. No, it's not going to happen. If it happens, can I call that rape? Because your partner is probably not even consenting to that. Can a husband rape a wife? Maybe that's another topic for another day. Or can a wife rape a husband? Well, that's another topic for another day. But make sure that you are doing well in other things. That's why I said better sex starts with other things. Make sure you are doing what you're supposed to do, performing your duties, taking good care of your partner, loving your partner in other ways that you can. Be respectful to your partner, honor your partner, value your partner. Just take care of your partner because it's not all about sex. Yes, marriage is not all about sex. Marriage is way, way about so many other things. However, when there is no sex, it can actually destroy a whole lot of things. Okay, so better sex, good sex life, wonderful sex life also starts with other things. Don't be in a position where your partner is upset with you and you've not settled that, but you want sex. Well, I don't think that's good enough. We will look at number 8 right now. Number 8, don't use sex as a leverage. We find out that so many couples engage in this because your partner has offended you, then you telling your partner, no, you're not going to have sex with him or her because he or she has offended you, or because he or she is not doing something or is not giving you something that you asked for. Don't um, use it as a leverage at all, because it's not going to be a nice experience at all between both of you. It's not going to be a nice experience at all. When you use sex as a leverage, it's very unfair. You are not following the vows that both of you took at the altar. There shouldn't be an excuse. Forgive your partner and just, go ahead and let sex be a good thing amongst both of you so that both of you can enjoy sex much more better. Okay, don't use sex as a leverage. Don't use it as a leverage to get something from your partner. Don't use it as a leverage to punish your partner. Don't use it as a leverage to keep something away from your partner. Sex shouldn't be used as that. Sex is a good thing and should not be used for evil. Okay, we go to number 9. This one is very funny, and I think there are a lot of couples who end up doing this. um, I've heard of people saying, I banged my boot. They don't want to give birth again to children. Maybe they're giving birth to like 3 or 2 children, and that's all they wanted. And then they close shop. What I mean closing shop is they don't have sex again with their partner. Or their sex life will just diminish like that. And those are people who have taken um, sex to just be for procreation. But sex is way more than that. Sex should be something that you enjoy, something that you do, something that keeps peace in the house and all that. But some people, after giving birth to their children, they just stop having sex. They don't even see sex as something that should be. And we find out that some people even get tired of having sex. Wow, that's not good at all. Why should you get tired of having sex, especially when you're not even old? Okay, sex should be something that is a full-fledged part of your marriage. Having kids doesn't mean you should hold back on sex. Having kids doesn't mean you shouldn't have sex anymore. It doesn't mean sex becomes a secondary thing, amongst both of you. Many of us, when we just get married, the first few years of our marriage, we are hot, we are on fire, you know. However, when children start coming in, this sex drive begins to reduce. We just begin to see sex as if it's work. So having kids shouldn't stop your sex life. Number 10, which is the last but not the least, very important. Aim to satisfy your spouse first before you satisfy yourself during sex. Many of us, especially the guys, the men, we just want to get orgasm, not even caring if our wives achieve orgasm or not. We are so focused on just getting the orgasm and get out. And then no foreplay, no post play. After sex, you want to cuddle your wife or your partner. Nothing like that. It's just come in, get out, and that's it. Not good at all. Very selfish attitude, very selfish way of having sex. Sex should be about both of you. It should be about both of you getting the satisfaction required, you know, from each other. It shouldn't be something that only one person will just enjoy all the time. Something that both of you need to enjoy. So don't aim at satisfying yourself first when you're having sex. Care about the other person's feeling if the person also uh, enjoys it or not. And this is why, as husband and wife, we should communicate with each other. This is what I like, this is what turns me on, this is what gets me to the peak. All right. And then both of you can enjoy sex much better. Okay. Can enjoy sex much better. And this brings us to the end of the 10 things I have for you for us to consider in marriage about sex. But guess what? I've got a bonus for you. I have a bonus for you. And what is that bonus that I have for you? This is the bonus. The bonus is that God is the one who instituted sex, is the originator of sex. He created Adam and Eve and asked them to multiply, and the way they can multiply is to have sex. And He created it. And since God is the one that creates it, and it's for married people, if you're married, please feel free to have sex at home, not only in the bedroom. You can have sex anywhere in the house, especially when it's just both of you in the house. Feel free to have sex anywhere in the house, anytime in the house. Have fun with it. Don't let it be a routine. Don't let it be something that you just do without being creative. Be creative with sex. Be creative. Have fun when you are having sex with your partner. Make it fun. Make it as creative as possible. Make it exciting. Make it something that your partner looks forward to. Like, do all the different styles you can do, be adventurous about it, and enjoy sex. Enjoy sex. That is the bonus point I have for you guys. I want to believe that you guys have enjoyed tonight's show, tonight's topic. If you have enjoyed it so much, please leave me a comment in the comment section of this video. Maybe after the show, leave me a comment. And if there are topics you want me to take, please leave the same thing in the comments so that I can, take those topics and ensure that I'm meeting your needs here. And if you're watching this show, you've not subscribed to the channel, please click on the subscribe button and just subscribe to this channel. This shows you're supporting what I'm doing, and you are helping others also to get this information that we are discussing on this channel. So again, thank you guys for staying with me all through. Thank you all. I really appreciate you guys' time. It's a wonderful moment I spend with you guys every weekend like this. And next weekend is going to be another one next Sunday by 9 p.m. Again, we'll come again with another interesting topic. Somehow I'm thinking we should still talk about something around sex, but I'm going to let you know if that's what it's going to be talking about. But if really you want me to talk about something around sex in marriage, please leave a comment for me in the comment section after this show has ended, and I will do all my best to ensure that we talk about those things about sex in marriage. Our aim is to ensure that marriages, relationships are peaceful and healthy, and healthy enough for us to encourage others to also get into marriage. Before I go, I want to tell you this. Keep loving your husband, keep loving your wife. Don't get tired of it. Make it good. And God will keep you both together in peace, in harmony, and your children also will be in peace with you. Till I come your way again next time, keep staying in love. Bye bye.